Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we dive into some of the most incredible stories ever told. Today, we're journeying back to ancient Babylon, a place of immense power and gilded splendor, to meet a man whose unshakable calm and deep faith shone brighter than any gold, Daniel. Now, Daniel wasn't just any man. He was incredibly wise, fiercely loyal, and had earned the deep trust of King Darius himself. He was so good at his job, in fact, that the king planned to put him in charge of the entire kingdom. But, as often happens when someone rises to the top, Daniel had enemies. Not external foes, mind you, but jealous officials within the palace walls. These officials were furious. They couldn't find a single fault in Daniel's work. No scandal, no corruption. He was utterly blameless. So they hatched a devious plan, targeting the one thing they knew Daniel held above all else, his God. They tricked King Darius into signing a new law, a decree that sounded harmless enough at first glance. For 30 days, no one, absolutely no one, was allowed to pray to any god or human except for King Darius himself. The penalty for breaking this law, a gruesome end in the lion's den. The king, perhaps flattered or simply not thinking through the implications, signed it. And Persian law, once signed by the king, was irreversible. Daniel knew. He knew about the decree. He knew what it meant. But his faith wasn't a secret, nor was it something he practiced only when convenient. There was no panic, no hesitation. Just as he always had, 3 times a day, Daniel went to his upstairs room. With the windows open towards Jerusalem, his homeland, he calmly knelt and prayed, giving thanks to his God. He made no secret of it. He didn't hide. His commitment was absolute, born not of defiance, but of deep, abiding trust. The jealous officials lurking and watching saw him. With triumphant smirks, they rushed to the king, reporting Daniel's crime. King Darius was devastated. He liked Daniel, admired him even. He tried everything to save him, to find a loophole in his own law working until sunset. But the law was the law, and with a heavy heart, the king gave the order. Daniel was brought before the lion's den, a terrifying pit. As he was led in, his steps were steady, his gaze unwavering, accepting what was to come with a profound inner peace. King Darius uttered a desperate hope. "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." A massive stone was rolled to cover the den's entrance, sealed with the king's own signet ring, making sure no one could interfere. That night, King Darius couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. He spent the entire night fasting, tormented by thoughts of Daniel. The next morning, at the first hint of dawn, he rushed to the lion's den. His voice trembled as he called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" And then from the depths of the den, a Wati, calm, clear voice responded, "O king, live forever! My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight, nor have I ever done any wrong before you, O king." The king was silent for a moment, his mind struggling to process what he was hearing. Disbelief warred with a desperate hope. Then a gasp escaped his lips. Stunned, overjoyed, filled with an overwhelming, almost sacred awe, Daniel was pulled out, completely unharmed. Not a scratch. He'd trusted his God with unflinching calm, and his God had delivered him in a way that left the most powerful ruler utterly speechless with the wonder and reverence. In that moment, all royal pride seemed to drain from King Darius. Humbled by the sheer power of Daniel's God, he personally reached out. His regal posture softened to help Daniel from the pit, an interaction marked by deep respect rather than authority. He then ordered that Daniel's accusers, those jealous officials who had plotted evil, be thrown into the same lion's den. And before they even reached the bottom, the lions overpowered them. King Darius then issued a new decree, this time throughout his entire kingdom. His voice now resonating with a deep, profound reverence and humility he had never known. He declared that everyone should tremble in fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God who endures forever. His kingdom will not be destroyed, and his dominion will never end.
He rescues and he saves.
He performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on the earth. He has rescued Daniel from the power of the lions. The king had witnessed a true miracle, and it changed everything, transforming his perception of power and divinity and bending his own will to a higher authority. Daniel prospered for the rest of his life, a testament to unwavering faith and profound inner calm, even in the face of death. His story reminds us that even when facing the biggest, most terrifying challenges, when it feels like the lions are waiting, our steadfast faith can bring about miracles. It's about standing firm in what you believe, maintaining your peace, and trusting, even when everything around you screams panic. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share.